US President Donald Trump recently announced the price cut of up to 80% of the US pharmaceutical pricing to consumers. What does that actually mean to you? You have to understand the US pharmaceutical pricing structure first, because US, while it is the largest by far in the world, is perhaps the most complicated country when it comes to the pricing structure. Number one, the pricing of the pharmaceuticals are usually set by the manufacturer. And on top of that, they also work with the company called PBM. So between the manufacturers and the pharmacy management system often inflate to offer huge incentives to insurers and the hospitals. So that's one of the reasons that the price goes up. Not to mention that there's no national pricing, it's a state by state and the insurance by insurance and all that. So as a result, pricing of a so-called breakthrough R&D based product in the US can cost up to 10 times more than any other developed market. So this is a concern if what Trump said is true. Knowing the US companies, the many companies cannot stand because their cost structure does not allow them to sustain that kind of a price cut. They will erode their margin entirely overnight. But I can only see this as a potential opportunity because this kind of a price mandate cut is not sustainable for most Western companies because of their cost structure is based on the inflated pricing. Chinese companies are always known to have a high quality, reasonable pricing, especially compared to the market like US. So therefore, you should see this as a potential opportunity to regroup yourself and entering into the US. But on the other hand, don't think that this is an overnight opportunity that you can drop everything else and reconsider going back to US. Donald Trump is not the only one. Even in the previous, many presidents tried to cut the pricing in the US pharmaceutical for ages, but none of them actually worked. So even if Trump may be more aggressive or seen as more aggressive, this will take months, if it's not years, before it can actually come to a reality. So therefore, it will be a slow progress, but at the end of the day, I can only see this as a potential opportunity for Chinese companies to come into the US to replace some of the US manufacturers that have been charging a lot more money than normal.